We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Toledo's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Rockets in a good spot here with second and short. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Rockets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Catch in the middle, it's Holly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Rockets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Rockets are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick release by the QB. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And the Rockets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington State's offense will go to work for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ellison. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. To Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the counter. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you could tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow, go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Gleason. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day one go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Reaches into the bag or moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ellison. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Johnson. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
The Rockets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Rudolph. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. To the air, it's Gleason. It's caught. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Here's the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
And the Rockets send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Caught behind the line. It's Ellison. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Takes the handoff. It's Toledo. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He leaves it with his back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Gleason. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll just down it right there. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a gap. It's Toledo. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Holland. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Holly. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And in a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making that stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Rockets with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Gleason. That's caught. It's Holly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Got a man. It's Holly. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
From the gun, running back on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Rockets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rockets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good. He nailed it.